up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're in a different looking office today. We're actually in Chris's GMC Sierra All-Terrain, and the reason being is what we've got sitting in the box right next to me. We're gonna be making some modifications to this thing for Chris today. Of course, he left us with basically no gas in the truck to do this, but we'll see how far we can get with what we got. And if you guys might have seen Chris's odometer there, he has hit over 13,000 miles, which means I rewarded him with a work for a key tag. Well, I decided, because I'm a good friend and I pretty much bought Chris's air intake for him, and I mean kind of, but not really. He did use the referral money that he got for referring me to the warehouse to buy his intake, but I figured I might as well pull up to the gas station. We'll put some gas in the truck for our test because, well, I don't want to run out. I want to get some baseline test numbers without the intake. And then with the intake, he also got a throttle body spacer, which I don't necessarily believe in. But after we get some gas right now, we're gonna do some 0 to 60 tests, pre-installing the intake and throttle body spacer, and then after. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I mean, it is Chris's truck, but I don't like running anything other than 91. Sorry, Chris, gas is expensive. I'll give you 20 bucks worth. All right, so we're on a pretty straight stretch of road. We've got a 0 to 60 timer here. Chris is running the pedal commander. I don't know exactly what setting it's on right now, but I know it's turned up pretty hot. So I imagine we're gonna get a pretty good 0 to 60 time versus a stock truck, even though he is on 35s and not re-geared. All right, so if the camera will focus here, we got a 0 to 60 time of 6.7 seconds. Pretty freaking good for a truck on 35s, I gotta say. So now let's head to the warehouse, throw on the intake, throw on the throttle body spacer, and see what kind of improvement we get. Man, does Chris's truck look good in the warehouse. I gotta say, you know, I didn't think our first customer here would be our good buddy Chris, but I somehow convinced him to let me install his air intake and his throttle body spacer, so I think what could go wrong? And well, coming in here, I'm reminded of the old Mercedes dying on us yesterday. The poor girl, let's see if she's dumped out a bunch of oil or anything. I know we screwed up the oil pan pretty good. Yeah, there's some definite oil leakage down there. Oh well, let's see what we caught in here. Not too bad. And it'll be the first time we get to use, oh, we got the brakes on. Brakes on, brakes off. There we go. First time we get to use the new toolbox, but I can already see the comments. Hey Rhino, how come you don't work on your own stuff, but you work on other people's stuff? You know, there's certain things that I don't enjoy doing on my truck. And being a diesel, a lot of things are a lot more complicated, heavy, bigger. Trying to get in and to work on my truck, you gotta be on a ladder the whole time. It's just a pain in the butt. And not having to lift and all that, that's why, you know, I don't really do stuff on my own truck. So the intake we're installing today is from AFE. It is their Magnum Force AIS Stage 2 Pro 5R. Man, they really give a lot of details there. And it can cause cancer if you're in California. So here's everything that comes in the box. You've got your filter, you've got your box, you've got your piping, you've got all your couplings, some tubing, some hardware with some clamps. I believe this goes in the box inlet, and a sweet AFE license plate frame that I think we should, I don't know, do you think Chris will get mad if we swap that out? We probably should. I mean, this one doesn't go with the truck. At least this one's black. And then in the middle of getting the intake installed today, we've got my electrician is sending one of his guys over. We're actually going to be getting a plug installed for the welder, because we've actually got a project that we're going to be building here that we're going to be doing some welding. So we obviously can't do it until we get a plug for the welder installed somewhere on this wall. So a couple of things happening today. Good. Good. Okay. Well, do you want to explain why you did that on camera or no? What? Why you're putting the ground up?
So just in case the cord starts to pull out, that the ground actually is the part that it gets exposed. So if the plug starts to fall out in any way direction, your ground is always up. So if you drop anything across it, it doesn't arc out on the bottom.
Welcome, man. It's glad to see you show up.
What's up, buddy? My truck done?
Yeah, we just got started.
This is sweet stuff.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
I got you something.
What'd you get me?
Just wait.
Oh, is this the big reveal? Is this like what is it, extreme home makeover?
Yep. Well, you might want to scoot over here.
I gotta scoot over?
Yeah, you gotta actually.
You gotta yell,
move that truck!
What do we got, Chris? Dang, son. Woo!
I mean, it's a little beat up on the side, but you know what I'm saying?
I keep hearing about like these brand. Ew. Ew. What's growing on it?
I don't know.
Is this thing out of a crime scene?
Dude, you got pressure washer, bro. Psst, you good to go.
See, this is why I went and bought a brand new fridge. Like,
What?
dude, was this like a cat person's house? Is this the one that we found over by the dumpster the other day? And
Yeah, I painted it.
You painted it white?
Yep.
Is this really for here?
I mean,
I kind of don't want it.
well then, you know, that's a good part of having a dumpster right next to you.
Oh, we're gonna leave it by the dumpster?
Sure.
Yep, good spot for it. Great work. Looking good, buddy. Great work. Perfect. Oh, you're out of here? All right, thanks. But hey,
I mean, I gotta clear out my truck. I gotta get washed.
no, I don't want your crap here.
It's right here.
No,
I'm gonna pick it up.
No, you're not. I don't
Thank
trust you. Hey, I give you credit. You brought me a fridge. I don't want it, but I give you credit. You brought me a fridge.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Bring you the next one. It'll be a little cleaner.
I hope so. Look how dirty Chris's truck is already. Maybe I'll be nice and actually wash it. See what we're working with the factory intake. All right, there's a lot of room to work in these trucks compared to the diesels. And the nice thing is I can reach everything without having to be up on a ladder. You guys can see why good filters are important. Look at all the leaves and debris that's in Chris's airbox here. We pulled the intake tube plenum off. We've got access to the throttle body here. And Chris actually bought a throttle body spacer, which I mentioned earlier. I don't particularly believe in these things. I've never run them on my truck. Chris has run them on all of his trucks, but even he is skeptical. But now is the time to get this booger installed there. And I guess technically what they do is they allow more airflow to get in quicker. Maybe not quicker. They allow more airflow, more volume of air to get into the throttle body. And you know, they're claiming it's a pretty far-fetched claim. Up to 10 horsepower and 14 foot-pounds of torque. That's a lot of that's a pretty big claim for that, but let's get that installed while we're here. Now we slide in the throttle body spacer, and this is what it looks like. I'm assuming all these ridges are cut in here for some type of airflow maximization. I don't really know, but we put that in. Then we're going to run the new gasket, and then we put the throttle body back in place. This kit comes with new, longer hardware, obviously to make up for the difference with the spacer in between. Before I tighten everything down too much, let's make sure the butterfly valve can still open and close. We made it to the final stages, and I have to say, so far, everything's been super easy. Getting this clamp on was a pain in the absolute butt. It's literally like if they made it a 1/4 inch longer, we'd have no problems, but whatever. Now all we gotta do is put the filter in and then run the new hoses over there, and we're good to go. All body fixers on, everything's on, buddy. I got your most important piece right somewhere around here, floating around. Right here. It's the most important thing in the world if you buy any aftermarket part in California.
Wow.
The CARB compliant sticker.
Where does that go?
In your pocket. If it comes off the engine, you're screwed. I had to deal with that on an intake one time that didn't have a CARB compliant sticker on it. Failed smog. It ended up being like a 2-week ordeal. It was a nightmare. But I don't see any CARB compliant sticker on this intake, Christopher. So for those of you guys that aren't in California, to get something CARB compliant, you have to put it through a test. And they have a very specific number that goes for whatever you're doing that is CARB compliant. And then you need one of these stickers. And these stickers are like gold in California. And Chris might have bought the wrong intake.
Well, they shipped it to me.
So Chris just got off the phone with AFE. What are they going to do, buddy?
They're going to send me a new one.
Nice.
Like a whole new setup. They said keep this one. Oh, we're going to send you another one with another sticker.
What?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
No, they said they're going to send me a sticker.
So, like, the reason Chris was just sweating right now is because if you try to go get this thing smogged, which you have to do, you know, obviously eventually in the life of the vehicle, I think it's 6 years for gas vehicles and then every other year after that. If you don't have that sticker on there, it's a big deal. They will not pass smog without a CARB sticker on the freaking intake. So, what do you think, man? All done, put together. Shop rates over here are $300 an hour. So
What the heck?
what?
Eddie's Life said he'll do it for like $60 an hour.
Yeah, but you gotta drive all the way up to the mountains. All right, now that we got the new license plate frame on, now we are completely done. And I gotta say, I do love the look of a cold air intake, especially when you get rid of that big old plenum or whatever they call it. This is a much more aggressive and sportier look. So, install is done. Now we need to see if it really made a difference, especially that throttle body spacer, because I don't know, not my cup of tea. What's that, Chris?
Thinking about opening up a shop?
Yeah, man, I can install air intakes all day long. All right here, Chris. Grab the basketball. If you make this shot, you don't have to pay me. All right, from the back wall. From the back wall, if you make this shot, no shop rates today. Free shop rates. Right there's good.
But what if
Right there's good.
right here?
Right there.
If I make it?
Yep. If you make it, install free.
If I miss it?
Install is probably still free. All right. Oh, look at that. All right, let's see what she sounds like. First fire up. AFE intake throttle body spacer. And whatever MagnaFlow exhaust Chris has. Dude, what happened to your freezer door? Straight up, Chris just dropped this freezer off like 2 hours ago. And apparently somebody really needed the door off the freezer. What the? Dude, things do not last long over here. Who's like been on the, like literally it's only gonna fit this model of freaking freezer. All right, here we go. 0 to 60 with the intake and throttle body spacer installed. We are cleared to Well, now we got 7.8 seconds as opposed to the 6.7 seconds we got the first time. All right, we're gonna try this again. Here we go. 1, 2, go. Let's see how we did. Oh, fail. Well, let's say fail. 8.9 second, incorrect GPS signal. Okay, we've come to a new location with a better GPS signal. Let's do this. Why do they keep saying fail? We got 7.7 seconds there though. That's a lot closer to the first one. But it still says incorrect GPS signal for some odd reason. Okay, so we're gonna try this the manual way. Chris is gonna be our timer. I'm gonna yell to him when I hit 60 miles an hour. This is gonna be very inaccurate, I apologize. 2, 3, go. 60.
This is very inaccurate.
What happened? What did you...
11 seconds. 11.14 seconds.
All right. So today we have learned we are not good at testing 0 to 60 times. Either the truck got slower or our stuff just became very inaccurate, or our stuff's been inaccurate the whole time. I tried another app here. What did this app show 0 to 60 time in? It shows 7.7 seconds on this app. So I'm starting to think like we're in that 7.6, 7.7 second range. That was with, you know, before and after.
Try without me then.
Try it without you?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Less weight, bro.
Okay, here we go. Last try without Chris in the truck. We've got a clear road. Let's go. Woo! Now we're showing 10.2 seconds on this thing. All right. We're getting so many different numbers. I don't know. Hey, maybe the intake and the throttle body spacer made the truck slower. But either way, the truck sounds a little bit better. It looks a lot cooler underneath the hood. And well, you know, it could also be that the truck needs to learn that it's getting more air. I don't know. No soy mechanical, so I could be wrong, but... Hey, man, where are you going?
Wherever you want to take me.
Oh, you got the good stuff?
Yep.
Well, buddy, that second time I got 10.2 seconds. So I'm not really sure, but either way, are you happy with your purchase?
No.
No?
You did a horrible fucking job.
Oh, it was my install?
Yeah.
It was my install.
No, I want 0 to 60. I want a true 0 to 60.
Well, sorry, dude. I'm doing the best I can with the apps that I got. If you had an Edge monitor, we would probably have a better 0 to 60 gauge there. Next upgrade? Do I need to go get another warehouse so you get another referral bonus and you can make some more money and buy some more truck parts?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll do that.
Or get a better, you know, I recommend Verizon, you know. You don't ever have to worry about fucking Signal or any of this stupid shit.
Oh, jeez. I got plenty of signals. Not my fault that the free app doesn't work very well. I'm not spending money on the app for this. Well, guys, I don't know how conclusive our test was for you. For that, I apologize. We tried. Regardless, though, you know, anytime you make your truck breathe better, it's usually better for the truck. So, to me, you know, get the cold air intake. It's an upgrade. Throttle body spacer. I wouldn't waste my money, but Chris believes in him.
We'll see.
All right.
I haven't drove the truck yet.
Oh, maybe you need to drive it.
That's true.
Uh-oh. So with that, we're going to wrap up this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. That way you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to
work for it.
You guys are the best. Catch you in the next video.
Roll the outro.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.